Good evening, family. This is Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, here to invite you to my latest masterclass. Last year, in 2020, September, we did something called the University of You. A masterclass, 4 days long, 4 modules, but it was just me. This year, we're doing something totally different because I want this to be more impactful. This year, we're doing Come to Mises. What do you mean, come to Mises? Well, it's quite simple. You've heard of having a come to Jesus moment. Well, now I'm going to teach you how to confront your darkness, your demons, your trauma, your unhealed hurt. Come to Mises. We're going to teach you how to confront all of those things that inhibit the quality of your relationships. 4 days, 4 modules. We're going to cover emotional sobriety. We're going to cover generational curses. We're even going to cover finances and how to deal with transactional love while living in a transactional society. This is going to be a haymaker of a class, of a course. I don't want you to miss it. So with that said, this is what you need to do. Go to cometomises.com. Put in the code ZOLIVE21 and you're going to get 70% off. This is one of those things you get the whole family together. You guys sit down and you watch it. It's like devotion. I remember Big Mama used to do devotion when we were young. This is like devotion, man. We're going to introduce you guys to an African spiritualist. We're going to introduce you guys to a couple of psychotherapists. It's a big deal. Don't miss it. cometomises.com. I believe 2 people, or people in general, have 2 separate lighthouses. Now, if we look at light in terms of the frequencies and the bandwidth, what is considered visible light is a very small spectrum. What's a wider spectrum is invisible light. What is invisible light? Ultraviolet rays, X-rays, gamma rays. This is light radiation that can't be perceived by the human eye. The metaphor is quite simple. Everybody is a lighthouse that's calling relationships to them, to the shores of their soul, to be reconciled. But you also have a dark lighthouse that works in the same way that the visible lighthouse does. That dark lighthouse is what you haven't healed. That's also calling people into your life so it can be reconciled, so it can be turned into what I call a visible light.
Don't be this guy. Raise your drive and libido. It's time to man up with X-Wolf. Boost your testosterone levels to help decrease your body fat percentage and increase lean muscle mass gains. Boost your stamina and blood flow for those tough workouts. And these workouts also. Go to xlabsubs.com to find out more.
Yeah. Testing 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Kiona, like Fiona, says the volume is low, but can you hear me, Kiona? Can everybody put a fist up if I sound right? If I sound right tonight, put a fist up. We're going to do a quick show. A quick show, you hear me? A quick show. And then we're going to exit stage left. Anyway, we doing a different show. It's not Zolo Mansions today. It's Voice of Reason. Why? Because one of the Voice of Reason aunties is in the building. 2 of them are in the building.
Oh, 2. Oh.
Sarah?
Oh, I'm not an auntie.
You are, well, basically.
Somebody, auntie.
Oh, yeah. Shout
Sarah
out to my nephew.
And Donnie Keith, a.k.a. Peaches. Y'all named her Peaches. The people who support this show, the people who love this show, the people who love the content that we do, y'all named her Peaches. But her business manager went to war with y'all when she told Donnie, don't let them call you Peaches. We building your brand. You Donnie Keith.
Right.
I don't know who the hell Peaches is. And then Peaches came to me and said, we can't use Peaches. And I said, to hell with that. I'm going to call her Peaches till the day. Can I call you Peaches till the day I die?
Yes.
I don't think
You
I will
can-
be dead.
You can call me Peaches forever, baby.
There we go. Peaches is in the building. Somebody said Donnie look like she can sing. They're giving you compliments on your hair.
If y'all only knew, you don't ever want me to try to hold the tune.
I stood on. Sing it with me, Sarah. The banks
of Jordan. Oh Lord, oh my Lord. One day I got to see the ship.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Y'all don't want me to sing, ever.
Just try.
I could do Erica Badu or something like
Oh,
that.
really?
Uh-huh.
Now, Erica can actually sing. You saying it like I can do like what Erica
Yeah.
do.
Basically.
Wait a minute, Erica really
Hey,
sings.
she ain't shit. Let me do Erica then.
On and on, the beat goes on like a rolling stone. I can do an imitation of Erica. I cannot sing though.
That's Erica Fubu, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, knock it off.
No, Jennifer Holliday don't live in every fat bitch can't sing, y'all.
Let's just stop. Let's just stop.
To the fat lady sings.
I
So-
know why the fat bitch sings.
Let me do this. I got total package energy here. You understand? You know what total package energy is about? It's about vitamin C shots. High potency vitamin C shots. 8 times more absorption than tablets. Vitamin C is needed today. I don't know. I
Better
remember we used
take
to have
it.
them little Flintstone chewables.
Ooh, I used to love
eat
them.
them like candy.
They was candy to me.
Right. Be gone in 2 days.
But any other vitamin I wasn't trying to eat because it wasn't as good as them chewables.
Not at all.
They made them chewables like real OG ass candy.
Yeah.
But
They
you
were-
know most vitamins are chewables, again, for adults. I buy the gummies, Vita C's or
Now
those.
that gummy shit different.
Yeah, they got. No, Flintstones was like them Pez. You know them Pez?
Oh, Pez was delicious. I didn't even waste time putting it in the little apparatus. I just opened the little pack up and just eat them.
Yeah,
chocolate
pretty
like
much.
sunflower seeds.
Total package energy, vitamin C, all right? They got B12, you in the dig? They have the energy shot. I'm on all that. I'm on all that. Go to totalpackageenergy.com, tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Hey, you're gonna be in the house more than you thought you was in the coming months and years. You're gonna be in the crib. You better get some X-Wolf. Especially if you over 30, you better get some X-Wolves. You're gonna need that horny goat weed. You're gonna need that Panax ginseng. You're gonna need it. Go to xlabsups.com. I'm gonna type it in the chat. xlabsups.com. Just tell them Zoe sent you, man. Buy out all this stuff. Well, that ain't their website. Can I get their website right? I did the greater than, less than sign. You can tell I don't be typing at all. Like, what in the hell did I just do? Right? Somebody type that in there for me. xlabsups.com. Support them. Also type in Total Package Energy and then type in CMOS Business. What y'all don't know, I've been holding on to this for a minute. We almost out of this. ZMOS is almost gone. We almost out of here. Yo, go to cmossbusiness.com. Go pick up my personal brand of CMOS called ZMOS. Please support it. Somebody type it in, cmossbusiness.com. Also, if you're trying to start a micro business with the CMOS product, we're a distributor as well. Call 1-800-298-8513. That's 1-800-298-8513. Support the business, right?
Right.
We've got more things to promote. Can I tell you something?
Of course.
Today's the 9th. Tomorrow is the 10th. Come to Mises starts on the 22nd. You gonna get in or no?
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you revolutionary stuff going on for the Come to Mises Masterclass, all right? Very powerful work coming down the pike. We're going to blend the spiritual with the clinical. A lot of people are having relationship issues, especially as this pandemic has kicked up. Why? Because you've had to spend more time at the crib. Oh, yeah. We about to do something really serious on today's topic that ties into this. Come to Mises. Go to cometomises.com, right? 4 days. 8 hours. Mayumi's gonna be in the
I remember her.
She's dope, man. She knows her stuff. Mayumi McKinley, LCSW, clinical therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Chief Obafemi Fayemi, African spiritualist. Babalawo. It's gonna be amazing when we're talking about breaking generational curses. And then my good friend, my old friend, Alan Berger, PhD. Alan Berger and Mayumi.
He's a nice little white man.
Alan Berger and Mayumi both wrote forewords to the Shrouded Lighthouse.
Oh, that's sick.
When I tell you, listen, Mayumi, I don't want to give it away. Maybe I could. I can give it away.
Wait. Let him wait.
Mayumi gave me a hell of a compliment, but so did my man, Dr. Berger.
Make him wait. Make him read it in the book.
Okay. The Shrouded Lighthouse is almost done. That's why I haven't shaved. I told myself I'm not going to shave until my part of the work is done. All we got to do is read it one more time.
How many times do you guys read it before?
I read it about 70, 80 times, 100 times, 90 times.
You give it a harder pass than Barry Gordy did his records.
No, what happens is, the editing team will be like, you don't get to read no more. Because when I read, I'll be like, say it another way.
Yeah.
And then I get to change and think, no, put this sentence over here. And then.
Never happy.
Okay, nigga, the book ain't gonna never get done.
Right.
Right. But, gotta read it one more time. Once we read it, we should be done by tomorrow.
Dope.
When that happens, we send it to this weird white man in France. Man, I'm sure I could find somebody that's black who does this.
Ooh, I gotta be a weird
But
white
he formatted the holographic relationship book, and that book is beautiful.
Well, then if he did a great job, why not?
He did a hell of a job. But if there's a sister or a brother out there who formats books and can do it at the level and the quality that I'm accustomed to,
holla at him.
I'll give a motherfucker a chance.
Right.
Why not? But when I tell you, we give it over to the guy or the person that formats it. Mm-hmm. Once they format it, that's when it looks all beautiful, and we pick kind of pages or the kind of paper we want it on, and the cover, the spine, the book cover, the back cover, all of that. And that's not going to take but about 3-4 days. Mm-hmm. Then after that, straight to the printer, and then it'll be manufactured, and then boxes soon thereafter will arrive at my crib. And we will start the mass shipping of the Shrouded Lighthouse. I'm happy with it.
That's dope.
If you haven't purchased or pre-ordered your copy, you should do it right now. TheShroudedLighthouse.com. TheShroudedLighthouse.com. Hey, they loving you, Peaches. You broke up with your man and then all of a sudden got cute.
Ain't that how we go?
Okay. I'm just, they own you right now, Peaches.
Hi, y'all.
She's like, I'm Peaches without the syrup, nigga, still sweet. Whoa.
Agave nectar.
Okay, that's enough. Don't give her nothing because she gonna run. Oh, it's agave.
I'm sweet like agave.
All right. And again, somebody asked me today, Zo, do you put together a package where all of your books will be in one package? The Relationship Dismount, the Holographic Relationship, and the Shrouded Lighthouse. I'm really considering possibly doing a short run, having them print up more copies of the Holographic Relationship, and having them print up some more relationship dismounts and offering them as a 3-piece.
Oh, a Zopack.
A Zopack, a Zopack, a 3 Zopack. So I'm thinking about doing that. So if you don't have these books, go get them. They're everywhere. The Relationship Dismount is available on Amazon.com.
Yep.
Right? In 3 different formats: Kindle, paperback, and Audible. And then the the Holographic Relationship on my website, IamZoWilliams.com.
And your CD.
Oh, that's the one me and Dr. Berger did. That CD, dumb.
Yeah.
I got a lot of little projects like that I don't really be promoting. I probably should.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? The reason why it's hard for me to promote myself, can I just be candid?
Of course.
I've lost credibility.
With whom?
With people who like drama.
Why? Because you're not fighting niggas on YouTube no more?
No, I'm saying that takes away from my credibility. Mm-hmm. Because you have to remember, when you have this kind of information, people expect you to be perfect.
But you're not. You're a human being.
I'm a human being. And I try to project that in what I say and how I act. I'm a real life human being. So I believe that because they see me at my worst, and I don't mind sharing that. I'll be like, yeah, nigga, this is who the fuck I am. Okay. I don't mind sharing that, but I think the way most people have been conditioned is if somebody is going to help me, they have to be the epitome of whatever message that they're putting out there. And what I'm saying is there's nobody alive that is the epitome of the message that they're putting out there. Right. They can put on a good front, they can present their best mask, they can present all of the fuck shit that they do. But I'm here to tell you, it's not the messenger, it's the message. Right?
Uh-huh. And you know what people don't understand about artists? You're a writer, you're an artist. Your mind is always continuously going. So when you get a chance to relax, it shows that you're human, and they expect you to be this machine that's always just like Prometheus.
And this is why I be really trying to explain to people, like, being human is being flawed. That's what it is. Being human is being flawed.
Totally.
And motherfuckers swear to God they can present themselves in such a way all the time to where they look flawless. See, that's the work of a PR person. That's the work of, a record label and a movie house. Their job is to make you look like you're flawless, right? So this is why you'll see people like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, whenever motherfuckers like that got in trouble, the sponsors dropped them.
Right, real quick.
Because now it's like your image isn't right. But again, they deal with image. They don't deal with real people. And I'm here to say, I'm a real person. Like, if you walk up to me on some disrespectful shit,
you might get
I'm not going to say namaste. I'm not going to be like,
I'm
not going to say that.
I'm gonna stay on that ass.
You understand?
It's gonna elbow you in the jaw. But see, too, as a person that's out there, people gonna test you too. Because a lot of niggas would be like, you mean that nigga, you on that show with the nigga that knocked Aries out? You know? And then I know those kind of clowns in the wrong setting will test you just because they like, this nigga think he tough.
And then it's an incident.
Then it's an incident.
But most people that I meet, they be cool than a motherfucker. I met a brother who's a teacher. He out here from Texas. He doing he from Dallas.
Oh.
He doing a TV show, a game show or something.
Uh-huh.
And he was at the cigar lounge. I walked in. He was like, "Oh shit, Zoe Williams." I said, "Hey, what's happening, brother?" Sat down. The brother's a teacher. He's a Kappa. He got getting his master's degree.
Awesome.
Hey, solid brother. He was like, "Man, he's a solid dude." We sat down and watched TV and was talking, and just a solid brother. He was like, "Man, we ain't got shit like this where I'm from. This is the bomb, right?" Most people I meet, we cool, and we're gonna be cool. But the reality of it is, the internet damages, or
it does.
uplifts your imagery.
I mean, there's some airbrush personality niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely airbrush personalities, and I'm not making any excuses for anything that I've done. If I've done some wrong shit, or let me change if to win. When I do fucked up shit, I'm responsible for it, right?
Right.
And I try to be as transparent and as upfront about it as I possibly can. So I'm just saying, I said all of that to say, I am a flawed person with gifts.
You're a human being.
But see, I had a dentist tell me one time that when he saw my smile and said I had a perfect smile. And I was like, how? When all of them, is made up of imperfect teeth. Uh-huh. At the same time, it's like all those flaws and imperfection make you into the best version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because I still clean them.
Yeah.
At least they clean.
I understand about the
clean crooked
she's so
teeth.
crazy. I understand about the credibility thing, but I don't think that your real fans are gonna feel that way, and your new fans that you've gained over the last years, and then this pandemic has really boosted a lot of people's fan base to people that weren't hip to the show. Because I've had more people watching the show during the pandemic that have never watched us in the whole time.
Right.
They like, oh, I caught you on. Oh, you ain't been watching? I posted. You finding out who your real people are,
Well, let's get into today's topic. I need you guys to support these brands. I also need you to get that come to me's us. Dwight Johnson, man, come on, man. If you don't kick the super chat movement off like a real G, like an OG dog. That's like when Gary Payton first met my son. He was in the 8th grade. He told my son, "Is you a hog?" My son was like, "Huh?
A hog?
Is you a hog?"
Oh.
My son was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You ain't no hog."
Oh my God.
Man, you came up in here like a hog, Dwight. Way to hit that what is it, Cashapp or super chat? Way to hit the super chat. Way to support the fucking movement, the station, the show, the network, the channel, whatever they call these. Yes, the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get into today's topic. New World Order relationships. Now, your life was fucked up before the New World Order even started. We had problems before the New World Order started. We had an issue that was popping before the New World Order. And listen, the New World Order been rolling for 300 years, okay? But it was always clandestine. Now, it is no longer clandestine. They coming out saying, now it's time for the reset, brother. Sister, yes, we know your motherfucking ass was oppressed. Yes, we know we redlined you. Yes, we know we Jim Crowed you. Yes, we know we segregated you. Yes, we know racism real than a motherfucker. Racism is realer than y'all love for each other. But guess what?
Oh.
We finna bring the New World Order out front and center. My question now becomes, how in the fuck you get to go to Taco Tuesday without your vaccination card? How you get to go to AMC?
Nope.
The Clipper game, the Laker game, roller skating, restaurants. It's all coming down the pike. Eric, who's this? I don't know how to say your last name, brother. Eric, thank you, brother.
Dwayne.
Eric Dwayne, Tommy G, thank you. Thank you for lighting up the super chat. Come on, y'all. Let's light up the super chat. Let's get it popping. Please support. Hit the like button, the share button. And if you'd like to hit that Cashapp, ZoWhatNeter. That's it. $ ZoWhatNeter. This is what's happening. New World Order relationships. You don't think it's real? You don't think it's happening? You don't think it's popping?
New World Love.
Somebody said Demolition Man.
Yes, Lord.
But y'all need to go back and watch that movie together. Contagion. 28 Monkeys.
Yeah. Outbreak.
See, let me explain something to you. Outbreak. Let me explain something to you.
Oh wait, the coldest shit of all, The Stand.
Oh, The Stand. That's
I read
right.
that book. Man, somebody.
Stephen King, right?
Yep, somebody
never
coughed
seen it.
next to me when I was reading that book. I almost beat him in the head with that book.
Come on now. So look what's happening. Look what's happening. 10 years' time to a government that has planned is like 15 minutes. They roll shit. That movie Contagion came out 2011.
Yep.
10 years later, boom. See, let me explain something to y'all. No, that's, I don't know what ZoWhatNeter G is. It's $. ZoWhatNeter. Now, I don't know what Netter G is. There you go.
But that SundayswithSara is right. Okay.
But let me just say,
I'm sure it is.
I was saying something.
I'm sorry.
Somebody said 12 Monkeys was dropping stupid knowledge.
I gotta watch that again.
Yeah. So, that's what I was saying. This is what they got for your ass. Remember, last year, shutdown. Get in the house. Ration your toilet paper.
Right.
You got that Maslow's hierarchy thing?
Oh, let me go.
Grab that motherfucker. Right? Ration your toilet paper. Water.
Fight over toilet paper.
Right? Then they saw a spike in the relationship violence, domestic violence, because motherfuckers had to stay at the crib. Right? Okay.
I shouldn't be laughing at that.
Okay, cool. Right? We at the crib. And from being in the crib for so long, what started to emerge was, when we gonna go back outside? When are things gonna return to normal? There was a visceral cry from the people that were told to go home to hey, when are things gonna get back to normal? That was the cry. Normal, right? Interesting. See, you programmed and you don't even know it. You just want to go have tacos on Tuesday.
Oh, Lord.
You just want to go to the movies. See, going to the movies makes you, listen to me, I'm about to say something. Where my church music? Going to the movies makes you feel like your man like you.
Going to the movies make you feel like your man like you.
He doing something for you.
He just take you somewhere where you could be your ass quiet.
Going out to dinner makes you feel like he's investing in you. See, look at the reverse of that. Domestic violence jumped when the quarantine was happening. Why did domestic violence jump? Because y'all don't deal with yourselves internally or collectively as a relationship. You just mask it with, watch this, Behavior. Let's go to the movies. Let me take you to the beach. Let's walk on the beach. But you ain't did no self-realization work, no internal work, so y'all just hanging. So when the behavior piece was taken away and you had to go sit the fuck down, the real issues started to emerge. Your clamor for normal. Let's get back to normal. So I want to sit in the movie theater and eat some fake popcorn. The popcorn is real, but the butter is fake. I want to eat some salty popcorn. I want to be able to tell people up front to be quiet. I want to be able to. Do you see? All you got to do is go out, whatever city you live in, and tell me if you've seen this before, Peaches. Go out into whatever city you live in where everybody gathers. Ain't that motherfucker still crowded? It's just the people wearing masks.
Yep. Not social distancing or nothing.
No.
So how, moving into this new world order, what are our relationships gonna look like? Donnie, what do you think they're gonna look like?
I think a lot of people are going to have rude awakenings because I noticed that a lot of people don't give a fuck about what's going on outside of their household or their lifestyle.
Keep going.
You know, the world is falling apart all around us. I have a son in the military. I pay attention to every damn thing. And there's some big shit about to change at this next meeting they having in a few weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Lord. Oh, Lord.
I ain't gonna say what meeting, but y'all know what meeting they having.
Is your son giving you secret information?
Nah, they having a climate change meeting. It's a big thing.
Speak
but
on
the
it.
climate ain't never changed. The seasons did. They're confounded. I see bees in the wintertime. The bees are fucking confused. They like, yo, we supposed to be out or in, out or in. I'm just saying, the bears are confused. They come into people's backyards. Coyotes in the hood now. Foxes, I mean, pay attention to your surroundings.
Been in the hood, though.
But they coming down now more. You starting to see shit you ain't never seen in your neighborhood now.
I agree.
You might see a porcupine around this motherfucker. But they not, you know, all that shit is about to change. If you look at the grocery store shelves, they're getting shorter and shorter because the shipments are not coming in. If you drive out to San Pedro, they got droves of containers out in the ocean just waiting to dock. But because they're from China or Afghanistan or wherever the fuck they are, niggas is without their video games, they toilet tissue, they chicken wings. It's a chicken wing shortage. I got a problem with that. It is a chicken wing shortage. I'm just saying. Wow. I hear you, Sarah.
Yes. There's coming a time of reckoning.
Oh, Lord. My Lord. My Lord.
And this is the thing that used to bother me. Every time I go to a funeral, if the pastor don't know the family intimately, they just hired this motherfucker last minute, right?
Right.
He don't really know y'all. He just got the job. I got to do the funeral. So because he don't know y'all, this nigga turned your family's funeral into an infomercial for Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I don't know if Brother Charles
Okay. Hey.
got it right.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
before that fateful night.
Hey.
But
That his soul was required.
I do know
Uh-huh.
that everybody in here who is alive and well
Oh, Lord.
at the moment can do something about their current state.
Yeah, Lord.
What state is your soul in, brother? Huh? Sister.
Oh yeah, they do it. Cause let me tell you, my mama, when she got her ordained ship, she took that shit as an open invitation. My cousin asked her to speak with my Uncle Sonny Buck. Now he was an alcoholic, lost his leg because he was hard-headed, all that shit. This nigga was a hardcore drinking motherfucker. His funeral packed. My mother gonna invite her little boyfriend, the preacher boyfriend. Nobody knew this nigga. He came up there, he said, as Sister Monique told y'all, y'all family, y'all going to hell. Everybody was like, and I was like, well, it's kind of true, but nigga, you don't supposed to say it right now at the funeral. And my cousin was mad at my mama. She was like, didn't nobody tell you to invite your, do goody free?
Now, if the pastor knows you, if the pastor know your family, then the eulogy is a little different.
Oh.
Right.
And you pray he don't tell your real business.
Lil Ray, we all know,
Mm-hmm.
had his issues.
Uh-huh.
He struggled.
Uh-huh.
But you couldn't take away that smile.
Oh, yeah, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah, Lord.
That personality.
Hold on.
If he had a little bit more guidance.
Uh-huh.
There were times he would come to me and I
Uh-huh.
would talk to him for time to time. Just
Amen,
to try to
amen.
nudge him in the right direction.
Oh,
Because you
Lord.
know Ray, you can't force Ray to do nothing, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. My Lord.
But I'm just going to say this. We're alive during probably one of the most stressful times in American history.
Yeah.
I mean, there were times, of course, slavery, more stressful. The Spanish Fly, pretty stressful. 9/11.
Yeah, Spanish flu.
Spanish flu, I said Spanish Fly. God damn.
Don't worry about that. The fly was there, too. The fly was there.
Lloyd Hinton. Hallelujah, Lord.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
Brother hitting in the collection plate.
The
Amen.
plague, Spanish flu.
Yeah, Spanish flu.
You know they found a person over in Europe with the plague not too long ago.
I believe
you can
it.
Google it. And to me, that has raised my concerns because now they got a mu variant.
Mu variant.
You getting real close to some other stuff.
But there's a lot of variants.
See, that's some bullshit right there, because these variants is coming. It ain't no, well, they are not wearing masks, but still, I don't think those variants are coming from that. Something else is going on.
You don't know where them damn variants is coming from.
I'm a plead.
Y'all hater on that music. That music slapping y'all tripping.
So, this just happened. President Biden announces new vaccine mandates that could cover over 100 million Americans. September 9th, 6/12, and it's 5:43 p.m. here. This was updated at 6:12 Eastern Standard Time, 6:12 p.m. President Joe Biden on Thursday imposed stringent new vaccine rules on federal workers, large employers, and healthcare staff in a sweeping attempt to contain the largest or the latest surge of COVID-19. The new requirements could apply to as many as over 100 million Americans, close to 2/3 of America's workforce, and amount to Biden's strongest push yet to require vaccines for much of the country. If you work for somebody, it's coming.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
The new requirements could apply to as many as 100 million Americans. That's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin. And your refusal has cost all of, listen to me, your refusal has cost all of us, Biden said, his tone hardening towards Americans who still refuse to receive a vaccine despite ample evidence of their safety and full approval of one. The Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. He said vaccinated America was growing frustrated. Listen to that. That's seeds of dissension. Okay, vaccinated America was growing frustrated with the 80 million people who have not received shots and are fueling the spread. Is there proof for that?
I don't feel frustrated and I'm fully vaccinated.
I'm not saying that there isn't proof. I'm just saying when you say that, provide the proof.
Right.
And he acknowledged steps that would not provide a quick fix. So a lot of people who work for federal governments, you guys are going to get it. So when he says, see, this is the only part that kind of kills me. Like when he says the unvaccinated are spreading or causing the spread, then I got to stop and say, but the vaccinated people are catching it too. See, that would make sense if the vaccinated people weren't catching it.
Right, right.
So I'm just trying to understand, where's your metric that says exclusively the unvaccinated are spreading it and the vaccinated are not spreading it, although the vaccinated are catching it?
That's some bullshit.
I need to understand. Somebody said, y'all, rewatch the Aaron Russo America Freedom to Fashion. I saw that 100,000 times. But I'm saying, how does your relationships work when one partner wants to get it, or maybe doesn't want to get it, but is forced to get it because of their employment situation, but then the other partner doesn't want to get it at all because they're skeptical? Does that put a pressure on the relationship?
It's happening all over this city, all over this world, because some jobs don't require you to get it, but they limit what you can do without it. So you might as well just say you need to get vaccinated. You know.
Is it going to come down to, if you're not vaccinated, we can't be together?
That'll be next.
Yeah.
I can see that happening with a lot of people because they're so brainwashed by this vaccination. The shit don't work anyway. Obviously, if people that's got it is getting sick.
So, remember back in the day, you know, the relationships would be predicated on, you got to show me your status and position in life.
Yeah.
Now, whether that was your FICO score, whether that was your car keys to indicate what kind of car you drive, whether that was the neighborhood you lived in, are we now going to have to start showing on dates, maybe even dating websites?
People already doing it on Tinder and everything.
Your
Not that I'm on
vaccination
Tinder, I'm
card?
just saying that's what the report said. Cause I'm
You got to show them to get in comedy clubs.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people not going to be performing if they ain't getting that shot.
No, they got my mom already lying, talking about she got it and left the vaccine card in the car, so she can go to the Costco.
Can I ask this question? Vaxxers versus anti-vaxxers. Is this a secret civil war brewing?
Yes.
People who are on that freedom shit. Like, I was in a cigar lounge talking to a lawyer today, and he was talking about the Constitution and how we're bound by the Constitution to do this, that, and the third. The ethical core of what law is the Constitution, and I just was like, really? Okay.
Did you say the same Constitution that says a black man is only, 2/3 human? Is that the same Constitution you're talking about?
So then I posed this, because we always arguing in the lounge, you know.
Yeah.
We be arguing.
Like the barbershop?
Yeah, so I was like, so wait a minute. The people who stand on the Constitution and say, I don't want it, are they somehow anti-American for saying they don't want it? Or are they anti-American because the people who do want it see them as people who might be jeopardizing, do you see what I'm saying, the rest of us?
Well, see, this is the thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Go ahead,
This is the new world order right here, because if you don't want it, you're going to be forced to get it, and if you don't get it, then the anti-vaxxers or the vaccines are going to want some kind of proof on our bodies to prove that we have had this jab. You know what I'm saying? That we've taken the jab. So it could be a precursor to the mark of the beast. People think it's going to be a number. It's a precursor to marking our bodies with tattoo. This person is clean. She doesn't have these diseases. Watch. It's some bullshit happening
Low
with
in
it.
theory just hit the super chat. Low in theory, thank you so much. He said, can you please turn down Walk in Light? I guess it was the music.
Oh, Walk
Can
in
you
Light.
please turn Walk in the Light down? Low in theory, thank you for your super chat. Lloyd Hinton, thank you for your super chat. Dwight Johnson, thank you for your super chat. Eric, is it Dwayne? Dwayne? Thank you for your super chat. Tommy G, thank you for your super chat. Hey man, anybody that's super chatting today, we appreciate it. We love on you. We thank you. KB, your car agent, thank you for your super chat. It doesn't matter what the size is. Anybody who shows love, we show love. Thank you,
Thank you guys for supporting the show.
So again, Biden is moving the nation in that direction. It is his prerogative. He is the president of the United States. It is his prerogative. But how do, and like he said, he got the way they described his personality, he got stern in his speech. Right?
He got stern.
But how do you make the people that don't want it or want more proof or want, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
How do you make them want
Is
it?
it unconstitutional to say, show me more proof?
Well, can I say something to it? Because the thing is, it's like a lot of people believing that the anti-vaxxers are some people, all of them are actually not vaccinated. A lot of them, their argument is that they don't want the government to have the right to tell you what to do to your
control.
body. It's like me. It's like I'm pro-choice, even though I'm pro-life at the same time. Like I personally don't believe in abortion, but at the same time, I don't think that the government has the right to tell me if I want one or not.
Whoa, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. One thing you said was very key.
Mm-hmm.
I want you guys to go back and watch that George Carlin comedy set.
Which
I don't know
one?
what it's called, when he rips America to
him.
pieces. And he makes the distinction between rights and privileges.
I'll find it. If I don't have it already.
A lot of motherfuckers be like, this is my right. No, that's a privilege.
Yeah, it's all. Oh, I know what set you're talking about.
Yeah, that's a privilege, my nigga. Like a lot of y'all, well, my right to do, you got privilege. And they
Yeah.
can take that privilege away.
Anytime they want to.
Just like it's a privilege for black people to be able to vote.
Yeah.
They call it the Voters' Rights
Rights
Act.
Act. And they
But in
just-
actuality, it's a privilege because that bitch come up every few years to get renewed.
This year.
And
Exactly.
exactly. And at any point, they can say, you know what, fuck them.
Because they said, now, if too many niggas start voting, then all of a sudden, that's what they did in Texas and in the South. Let me take some of these rights on back. Let me restrict this. Cause wait, now y'all, we gave y'all the right to vote, and half y'all wasn't voting at first. Now y'all starting to vote. Now hold on, niggas.
Now
Hold on,
they get
niggas.
in the way and try to obstruct you from voting
Right.
in your area.
Thank you.
Your area code. I got bros.
Hey!
And they
in
brainwash
those
the young
codes.
people to not trust the world enough to vote. Young people don't trust. My son is in the military. That nigga do not believe in voting. I have argued with him like this when it comes to voting. We was like this when it came to the vaccination. He finally went on and got it after he got sick and got real sick. Then he decides to take it. His girl, she still don't want to take it. But that's her choice. He ain't sweating her about it because he in the military. He don't have a choice but to take it. Because they let him know, nigga, you don't need to be tested no more. Bring your ass back to work. We're going to poke you a few times. And we need you back on this tarmac. Out here with these fucking airplanes. You can get back to work. Like a good old boy. But you wanted to be in the white man's world, now you in it.
You in it.
know how I feel about that shit, and I don't give a fuck if they listening or not.
It's a
Aries
white
Black
man's world.
Said, talk your shit. Good looking, Aries
my
Black. We appreciate it. Listen, I've been talking this shit for years. And here you go.
Here I go.
The door is open for you guys to be a part of a society that has marginalized us since they've been here. And because they believe what they say go,
Hilarious.
what the fuck makes you think it's gonna be different?
Okay, Sarah's wig just came off.
It did, because
Your
I
wig
had,
just came
yeah,
off.
it slid off because
Plug
of the
her hair
the
back,
headphones.
trying to shake her hair out her eyes, and that shit fell off. Y'all did not see what I just saw.
I'm every woman. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Zoe. I didn't get my notification today, but I'm glad I caught the live. I feel the same way. The president is spreading a false narrative, accusing anti-vaxxers of spreading COVID-19. I haven't been sick in over a year. I haven't been sick either. But let me just say, is it not okay to shame LGBTQ, but it is okay to shame anti-vaxxers?
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's not okay.
That's very interesting.
That is true. You can't say anything about gender, equality,
Right.
because, with the Olympiads winning in women's categories, I'm definitely against that.
But if this was a true egalitarian society where every opinion and everybody's thought process was protected under constitutional law, why couldn't an anti-vaxxer grace the cover of Time magazine?
Because they ain't got no jobs no more.
But I say this because, right? Little Nas X was on, what was he on where he did the photo shoot where he was pregnant?
Yeah, he was. No, that was just a promo that he put out, like on the internet.
But it still got national attention and was everywhere.
Yeah.
And for the most part, it was generally accepted. What I'm saying is, whether you agree or disagree, if this is an egalitarian society whose core ethics are buttressed by the Constitution, then both sides of any particular argument should have the freedom to express themselves, right? But again, I've told people there's a distinction, just like we made the distinction between privilege and rights. There's a distinction, another distinction I should say. What was I saying? This shit just left me.
With
Privileges and rights.
No. I was setting it up to say something else. I get old. I'm old.
Oh, you're seasoned.
You sure ain't no weed in them cigars? That's some shit us weed heads do. Like, nigga, you know the thing. The thingamabob.
But it's so weird about, you're talking about the LGBTQ plus whatever agenda.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
The thing is that it is so, it's the most tolerant people, the people that want you to be so tolerant towards them are the most intolerant towards other things.
Exactly.
And it's sad because now all you gotta say is you gotta be, if you're anti-vax or whatever, how is that worse than you, like you said, like you being, not wanting to
You're being
identify.
shamed.
Yeah, being shamed. You're just being shamed for my own personal health, nigga. Like.
Right. Speaking of shaming, that's where I was going.
Yeah, I knew it was something around that area.
Speaking of shaming. God. According to the Rolling Stone,
Here we go.
Howard Stern to imbecile anti-vaxxers. Go fuck yourself.
Hey.
When are we going to stop putting up with the idiots in this country and just say it's mandatory to get vaccinated? Fuck them. Fuck their freedom.
Wow. Of course
That's
he would
what I was
say
about to
that.
say.
It's that nigga.
Of course he would say
So
that.
that's what I was about to say. There's a difference between rights and privileges. There's also a difference between freedom and liberty. So he considers himself a pretty smart guy. He considers himself a genius. He says, fuck their freedom. But there is no freedom. What there is liberty. Do you understand? Motherfuckers don't have freedom in America.
You got
genius,
liberties.
man. You should know that, Howard. Motherfuckers don't have freedom. This is not a free country.
Right.
This is liberty via privileges.
Mm-hmm.
And those privileges and that liberty can be revoked. If you look up the term freedom in your law dictionary, it will say unconditionally free. Clearly, here in America, there are some conditions that come with the privilege of living in the greatest country in the world.
Right.
So, again, that's called liberty, not freedom. There's a distinction between the two. Howard Stern says, fuck them, fuck their freedom.
He got his nerve.
Howard Stern slammed anti-vaxxers Tuesday on his SiriusXM radio show, telling them to go fuck yourself for refusing to take the vaccine and clogging up the hospitals. Sounds like one of those people who talk population control.
Yeah,
All
but
this clogging up these hospitals now.
Wait,
Okay.
let me finish that point. Clogging up the hospitals, right? Well, the people who push, population control said the world is filled to the brim with useless eaters that are clogging up the ocean, that are clogging up the open free lands. He's sounding like one of those people who advocates for population control.
But he won't get banned from YouTube or anything. He won't get banned for saying
he won't get
that.
banned for shit. When are we going to stop putting up with the idiots in this country and just say it's mandatory to get vaccinated? Fuck them, fuck their freedom. Stern said, I want my freedom to live. I want to get out of the house already. I want to go next door and play chess. I want to go take some pictures. Stern's comments occurred during a conversation where the host discussed the string of deaths of anti-vax radio hosts like Mark Beriner, who dubbed himself Mr. Anti-Vax. Oh, and also Phil Valentine.
Wow. Your boy.
Right? Not that brother.
Oh. What about Joe Rogan?
Again, look at that. Again. See, you could be white in America and intellectually protest.
Yeah.
It's an intellectual conversation. It's a discussion. It's a free-flowing back and forth. And this is what we're getting into. And this is... But if you're black, somebody who is truly seen by the powers that be, that you should think it's a privilege for your bitch ass to even be in this country.
Mm-hmm.
So who are you to push back, argue, or whatever the fuck we say, you better do it.
Right. Who you think you are?
But it's all these white people that's ones that's not vaccinated either. Majority of the people that's not vaccinated are white people.
Now, I'm gonna challenge you on that. Where is the data? Show
Where's
me
the
the
data?
numbers.
Yeah, because
They did it. I know in Texas, majority of the unvaccinated people, because they were trying to say it was the black people, but there's only 12% of the population of Texas is made up of black people. But I forgot the percentage or whatever, but they had a study or whatever, and I'll look it up. Why didn't it say?
Please do.
Yeah.
Stern's sidekick, Robin Quivers, added, I have trouble drumming up compassion, and I think that's a terrible thing to not be able to drum up compassion for people that stupid that they wind up dying.
This the same chick that's standing there with Robin Stern all that time. Yeah, Robin, She's real American.
The thing is, it's a very selfish notion to say, I want to go take pictures, I want to go do whatever I want to do. Sure, you want to live your life, but if you make a statement, there has to be some type of historical context in it too. Because first off, the media is pushing that black people are anti-vaxxers, right? Somebody just said this recently in the news black people are the reason why it's spreading.
Yeah, the lieutenant governor
Of course they saying
Texas.
that.
Right.
And I'm on the website and the CDC. 57% of unvaccinated adults are white people.
57% of unvaccinated adults are white folk.
And I bet you they country as hell, running around with straw in their teeth, barefoot in Alabama somewhere in the mountains, talking about, I'll never take that vaccination. I know they out there.
So again, I'm just saying, the narrative has been black people are doing this,
Of course.
right? And when you make those statements about just your personal life and what you want to do, and then you juxtapose it with the narrative to say people are idiots, it could be taken that you're talking about black people. It could be. It could be interpreted that way,
Yep.
right? So when the onus falls on the backs of the black community, then you have to also say, why would black people trust any medical facility
That part.
that the government sanctions as ethical?
Just
Just dealing with our history.
hello.
So to call people stupid, I mean, there are real fears. So is there something wrong with the fear? No, I think there should be a more educative process where you sit down and say, hey, here's all the information. Here's all the data.
Right.
Not the made up shit.
Yeah, we want to know what each component in the vaccine does,
Right.
what it does to your liver, what it does to your heart, what it does
Yes.
to everything. Because people are always saying, oh, my cousin took the vaccine and he was dead 3 weeks later, but he was fine at first. But they're not blaming those deaths on the vaccine. There has been a real high rate of brothers dropping dead lately.
It's also because of the blood. It causes blood clots in some people.
Yeah, blood clots
But
is
wait.
causing heart attacks in some people.
But wait, listen, to me, let me just say this. We still don't understand the importance of just having a collective voice at some point. Like when does our voice just say, all right, even if we don't agree,
Yeah.
and I'm just saying as a community, even if we don't agree, we all gonna stand behind this idea. Now, I might not agree with it, but the consensus says this is the idea we should roll with. I think we need a collective voice because voices from all over the place, we don't call it the V word here, we call it the crack scene.
Peaches.
Look at her.
He talking
That's
to you.
another problem y'all got. Y'all be watching the show.
Well,
while you
someone
on the
said
show.
someone said they're not going to take it anyway, and that's their choice, But it's like what you just said, the Tuskegee experiment didn't exactly relax black people. Our ancestors went through a lot of bullshit because of what white people say. White people say we the cause of a whole bunch of shit. We the cause of their population going down too. They ain't talking about that though.
Well, I'm glad my children have all graduated high school.
Okay.
Los
Hallelujah.
Angeles Unified School District to require COVID-19 vaccinations for most on-campus students 12 years old and older. This just came out West Coast time, September 9th, 2021, 4:24 p.m. our time here.
Yep.
Los Angeles, KABC, the Los Angeles Unified School District School Board on Thursday approved a requirement for most students ages 12 and over to be vaccinated against COVID-19 to attend in-person classes. The mandate requires COVID-19 vaccinations for all students who can access in-person instructional programs operated on district facilities who are 12 years of age and older. The plan requires students age 12 and older who take part in the in-person extracurricular programs to have a first vaccine dose by October 3rd and their second by the 31st, by Halloween.
Oh, they giving them time.
All students All other students age 12 and up would be required to receive their first dose by November 21st and their second by December 19th. Other students will have to receive their first dose no later than 30 days after their 12th birthday.
Wow.
And their second dose no later than 8 weeks after turning 12.
Right in puberty.
Right? That's interesting because I'm wondering.
Yeah. Yeah.
The mandate would apply to all district students along with charter school students on co-located district facilities.
I don't know how I would feel about my child taking it. You know, my body's one thing, but I need this to be in our system for at least a solid year to 18 months before any children need to take it, period. We need to see the effects on us because kids are getting sick right now too. You know, and like you said, we need to be educated more about what's going on with the vaccine because it's obvious it is saving some people's lives that have underlying conditions, but we're still getting sick even with the vaccine in our system.
Here's the thing. Because you was watching the TV while I was talking, I told you we don't use the word, we use vaccine.
Okay.
The jab.
The jab. The jabberooski.
No, but Jabberini. Smokerini. Here's the thing. Conflict is breaking out in people's houses over this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
Kiana
what if
said
you're a
that-
non-custodial parent, i.e. a daddy, and mama said, this boy, my ticket out the hood, he gonna play hoop, or he gonna play football, he gotta be vaccinated, but dad is revolutionary outside the crib with no real power inside the crib to make decisions. Because they got conflict.
Woo,
I could see him if there was still a payphone around, but I could see him pacing in the park on his cell phone. Don't vaccinate that boy. Don't vaccinate that boy. You hear me?
Yeah, don't give him the jab. Don't let them white people stick that stuff in my child.
Well, you ain't here. I got to handle this.
But see, that whole thing is like I said, it's a precursor to something way bigger than we even think. Because now that it's mandatory, that just changed things. That changed the whole scenario.
The world is changing, y'all.
Yeah.
And people trying to be in love in the new world order.
But what are you going to do? What you're going to do is recreate what you've been doing. Right?
On the run.
Here we go.
But that's what I'm
Here we
saying.
go.
Like,
Here we go.
you're going to listen. I know motherfuckers who jump in relationships over survival. I ain't got nowhere to stay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you imagine a survival relationship hopper
Yeah, COVID
hopping
couches.
into a perfect situation where there is security, but there's now a demand that you get vaccinated if you're going to stay here?
Nigga, you could lick it, but are you vaccinated?
No, I'm saying,
Ah!
what if this person, hey, my job requires me not to be, but I don't go nowhere and I don't be doing it. Nah, I can't fuck with the uncertainty of not knowing your status.
Well, it's like, it's the new condom.
Ooh.
It's
It
the new
is.
condom. You gotta wrap that shit up, my bro.
It is.
Is the
Yeah.
vaccine the new condom?
And yeah, and the thing is, it's like, you on birth control, well, bitch, you still can get something. So go ahead and put that,
Yeah,
They
you
can
on
tidy
birth
up.
control.
Somebody
Be
said
safe.
Survival relationships were prominent before COVID, yes.
yeah.
But that wasn't the point. The point was, how does COVID affect the mentality of people who are in those survival relationships? How does the dynamic shift because of COVID? We didn't say they just came into existence in 2020.
Oh, it's couples out there being super extra. Where'd you go? They getting tested together every week. They wearing masks, gloves. I see them in the grocery store sometimes laughing my ass off. Like, y'all might as well just put a giant rubber on your whole body. But they real serious about it, you know. And those are the people that be shunning people. Like, one day I forgot my mask.
But you in here. How you shun anybody and you in the same facility?
Oh, they be stepping away from you. I took off my mask to sip my drink. The lady, I should have coughed. Bitch, fuck you.
No, they going to jail now for
Oh,
coughing.
you go to jail, yeah. You can't.
That,
even
a
play
white
with
lady got
people.
arrested for coughing at the grocery store.
Just sneeze on a bitch. Achoo.
Yeah. I don't know.
Listen, how are you going to survive?
You gotta be vaxxed, waxed, and relaxed.
Yeah, you can't do nothing. I wonder if it ain't stopping none of these tramps or thoughts from doing nothing.
Well,
They still out there.
as long as there's a trick, there'll be a thought.
Exactly. Bunker buddies. Bunker buddies.
No, I was
When the
just
world
wondering the other
ends,
night when I
we'll
went to
be
7-Eleven for a Swisher, how these hoes was still making money, because I live near the whole stroll, you know. And I wanted to know, y'all bitches ain't got masks the first, and these, I mean, it looked like
But they
a
can't
freeway.
use a mask if they working, right?
Yep, no, they vaccinated.
Not while they working. But them Latina guys was lined up. I was like, oh.
Did you call them Latina guys?
Latino guys.
Okay, I'm confused.
Yeah, I mean, it's all types, but it's more of them lined up in they trucks like, come here, come here.
Wow.
They out there naked in underwear, G-strings. I mean, literally naked, walking across the street.
What?
Yeah, they do.
Am I lying, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm totally serious. I seen it one night. I turned down too early on Figueroa. Baby, they was out there. And these were not little, like, raggedy cars. And some of the women were beautiful. They were beautiful, and they was out there.
That world, you got to be a hoe on the inside. Like, your spirit got to be a hoe.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
some
is
of them
it-
come from
or
a line
is it-
of them.
Or is it like survival, right? Because I think some of it is survival. I think a lot of it is survival. Let me lean towards a lot of it being survival.
Okay.
But I also think there's a whole soul that says, I'm going to do this.
Oh, there is. There's a whole spirit deep
Yeah.
within you. The spirit of Jezebel is in your vagina. So, it
She's
has
a
to
man
be,
eater.
you got that spirit up in your groins, girl. They out there, and they're still doing it even with the jab or without the jab.
But
I
what
don't
you
care
want-
if they fully vaccinated or not. Them the people spreading it.
Yeah, but what you
wanna
gonna do
talk
with all
about
these
with
strip
strip?
clubs that open because of COVID? I mean,
Yeah.
because of the stuff, you know what I'm
They
saying?
in there with masks
They gotta
on,
go
still
somewhere.
giving lap dances. They got a mask on, but still giving a lap dance. Ain't you supposed to be 6 feet away from the nigga?
I mean, it's very interesting to see what's happening in the world.
Gotta
Do you
twerk to
guys
survive.
believe in the New World Order?
I do, totally. They got a black man hanging on the $1 bill, or is it the $20 bill?
I ain't never seen a black man hanging on a $20
Sarah, I
bill.
showed it to you, didn't
Yeah.
I gotta send you the video, and you can pull out your money and a magnifying glass and look at it yourself.
Ain't no black man hanging on a $20
Okay.
bill. You got to show me that.
In front of the White House.
Can somebody show me that?
That's a black man right next to that pyramid with his with the devil's arm around.
First off, move your big ass hair out the way and let me see.
It's on that side, right there, where my finger is. And you got to zoom.
Girl, that look like shrubs.
It looks like shrubs, but if you go zoom all the way in, it is a demon with horns with his arm around a man.
God.
I will send it to you. If you have a dollar bill and a magnifying glass, I'll show it to you.
I don't have any cash on
I
me.
got $1. I just need a magnifying glass. Y'all go look it up.
Well, I'm mad that I don't have no lashes.
This shit done turned into you gonna do a conspiracy show at one point.
You already know I am. That's what my show will be
I don't believe none of that.
That's all I do. You know what I send you all the time.
You do be sending conspiracy shit all
But
the
that
time.
should be true. See, people,
But is
a
it true?
conspiracy is just a theory that hasn't been proven. That's all. And it can't be
Then
proven.
that's a theory.
Wait, it can't be proven because they hide the evidence. The shit is right there. It's in our eyes all the time. We don't pay attention.
That ain't no man.
That right there it's a thing with horns with his arm around. That's why they say, I'm going to show it to you. All I need is a magnifying glass. I'll show it to you.
Do you think because of what, we're going through in the world right now, do you think for relationships where you have two people that really want each other or whatever, and they decide to be together, do you think they close themselves off from the world because of what's going on in the world, and it's just them against the world? Do you think that could potentially lead to like this crazy fucking codependent, type relationship, like a toxic thing where these people can't live without each other because they had to insulate and isolate with each other during these difficult times?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a possibility of happening? Creating a new strand of codependence?
Yeah, making people settle for stuff that they don't need to settle for just because of COVID or fear of being alone during a time like the end of the world or whatever you want to call what we going through right now, New World Order.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have people that they don't love the person, but they used to them.
True.
So I might as well. I can deal with them.
Settling.
Settling. I can deal with them. They all right. They don't fart too loud.
I can tolerate him.
Yeah.
John Irving Jr. said, "Peaches can see faces in the cloud."
I'm an artist. I can.
That's what I think it is. There it is.
I'm an artist. I see what most people don't see.
Or you see what people.
What? I see what y'all need to open your eyes and see.
You see what ain't there.
I see the forest for the trees.
Because she's an artist, she sees what's not there.
Well,
No,
I'm not
I
a
pay
painter.
attention to more detail
Yeah, she
than
does.
most people.
She was one of them little kids who would be in the bed at night and you see her in the laundry and you think it's a nigga crotch though.
No,
Crazy.
no.
Yes, it was.
I was the little kid that was scared of Count Blackula coming through my window and bite my neck. So I would have the covers over my neck.
That's the same kid.
And my feet out. No, the kid that's scared of the lump of laundry don't got their feet out. They think a demon gonna grab their feet, pull their ass out the bed, like in the movies.
This shit all makes sense to her.
It does.
Listen, I always say control what you can control.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Because the reason why I say that is, Bobby talked about me the other day on the show. He was like, Zoe is a creature of habit.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Zoe don't be out, Zoe don't be around, because he asked me, who was it, what's my guy, the face of boxing, Sam Watson.
Sam Watts.
Oh, Sammy.
Bobby, and he was like, get your boy Zoe some tickets, man, to come down to the boxing match.
Mm-hmm.
So he gave Bobby the tickets or put the tickets on will call or whatever, and I went to the boxing match with Bobby. I don't be going out because
That is on the dollar bill. That nigga's whole world just crushed.
Mind blown.
when I tell you this is the fuck shit of all fuck, send me that or send that bullshit to Sarah.
I'll send you the
Y'all
video.
gotta see this.
I will send it to you right now, Sarah.
Send it to Sarah.
Right now. It's time stamped at 11:33.
You can't just take the picture that you.
It's a
sent?
video.
Oh
It shows. Well, I gotta show you the man hanging on a different one.
When I tell you this shit is fuckery. Okay. While they pulling that up, while they're pulling that up, Hey, no one is signed up for the masterclass. I need y'all to sign up, man. Support the masterclass. Go to cometomises.com. We're going to have an amazing time.
I sent it there.
On the 22nd, we are beginning a 4-day long process of this relationship mastery, right? Because I swear to God, motherfuckers got to have these interpersonal self-mastery classes in order to be able to have the resolve. Somebody hit me in my DM the other day and was like, when do you quit?
Quit the...
Just, quit.
Just quit trying?
Yeah. And I didn't want to say that's a quitter. I just said, he who says he can and he who says he can't are both right. Henry Ford. And oftentimes, people just be in a space, they just want, what society is going to give them, whether it's, the escapism that they're looking for and all of that. Nigga, you are in a different time now. This is how they shift the world. Pandemic, mandatory, martial law, all this shit start coming down the pike.
And they calling it the new normal, or would they say social shift? I've been hearing that a lot lately.
Yeah.
Social shift.
What is it under?
Y'all got to see this, because, so you believe in aliens too?
Timestamp.
11:30.
You believe in aliens too?
I believe in aliens, but I believe aliens are not what people think they are. I believe they're fallen angels. Because of what the Bible says in the book of Enoch describes all of that. People think that, it was a chariot of fire that came and swooped him down. No, it was a flying craft. So it gets real deep.
And those are what you said?
They're the principalities.
No, you said
the fallen angels.
So angels have spaceships.
They have travel vehicles. Some, yes. You can believe it or not. I don't care if you believe it or not. The Bible describes it. People think that, people believe in dinosaurs.
No, I'm not
I don't believe dinosaurs ever walked the earth.
I'm not saying I don't believe you, but just to hear you
say it so matter of fact,
it's just funny.
I get talked about regularly, but I don't care. Because when I start my show, y'all tune in. It's going to be called Friction. I'm going to be causing friction. Because niggas going to call. I want you to call in with your bullshit.
The Book of Enoch.
Yes.
What does the Book of Enoch say about aliens?
Well, it just described the heavens, and it described the vehicle that took him, or Elijah to heaven. And it was not.
Was there a vehicle that took Enoch?
Well, they call. You got to think about the old.
Or are you talking about Ezekiel? Ezekiel saw the wheels.
Okay, Ezekiel went to heaven. Enoch
walked into heaven with an angel.
Yeah.
At 365 years old.
But he also described what the aliens were. If you read the book of Enoch, it describes that stuff. All of that, what people don't want to talk about, like the giants that were on the earth, that, they swear wasn't here on the earth, but they find fossils all the time. Big ass heads, the giants. You don't believe in giants either, though? You don't believe giants walk the earth? Okay.
I'm not saying I don't believe it, but doesn't it sound exceedingly funny?
Who you think Bigfoot was?
When she said...
Bigfoot ain't nothing but a demon, big-ass giant Nephilim.
Have they found Bigfoot?
And they ain't gonna find his ass.
So how you know what Bigfoot is if
that
ain't
nigga
nobody
on the side
found
of
him?
a cave like this right now. Not for real. No, but Bigfoot, I believe it was one of the remnants of the red-haired giants that people saw in the 1800s. I don't think he's seen no more. I think they died off. It was a tribe of giants that had this big war with some Indians. And the Indians was like, hey, we wrote it on the walls. Go look. You can look at the pictographs of the giants and what they did. And then there was an army troop that got into some shit with some red-haired giants. But I think they finally died off because they were cannibals anyway. They were eating the people.
Where are you getting this? Because this damn show ain't in the Bible.
No, that's stories I've read in different books about, you know, what's going on.
Somebody said, Zo, do something. I can't. I don't know what the fuck going on. So, Nephilims.
Nephilim. You know the word. He tried to make me sound stupid. What is it called? Nephilim? Nephilim?
It's Nephilium.
Okay.
Not Nephilims.
Okay, the angels' kids.
Are they angels' kids?
They are, what they would call demigods, like Hercules and them.
Right. Genesis chapter 6.
Yeah, they are fallen angels' children.
Are you sure?
The Anunnaki, what's they called?
Anunnaki?
Yeah, they came down, the fallen
Well,
angels.
the Anunnaki predates the Bible, so you can't.
Okay, it could predate the Bible, but the Bible was written and it told the stories after the fact because.
No, the Anunnaki give more their story, Enuma Elish, Gilgamesh epics.
Sumerian.
They give more detail.
Okay,
The
so
Bible
they
is
talk
a
about the giants too.
of that.
And they have it on their walls, big ass giants with wings and shit. So
But I'm just trying.
it's history.
In the Bible, it doesn't speak very clear. It doesn't say the fallen angels.
Well, you had a bunch of people translating. They didn't understand English. You had a bunch of Chinese people that made the first print press, probably had the letters backwards. Then you had a whole bunch of white Englishmen thinking they gonna save the world and the Pope and them.
Oh, they're gonna look. They're go the man with the horn.
Now back it up and show how it go in. There you
Let's
go.
see it.
So fuck what y'all talking about. Now show it before they show the
bring it back.
There it is. It looked like bushes, don't it? I can see his horns from here.
Leave it right there for 1 second.
I can see his horns and his armor, and that's a lizard person right there.
That's a lizard.
That's a demon, yeah.
That's a demon.
That's what they call the lizard people. They ain't nothing but demons. They got the evil seed and the good seed. Those are the lizard seed, the evil seed.
Would y'all watch this show? Would y'all watch Peaches' show?
Hell yeah, I watch Peaches' show.
Because I might have some facts with my shit, and y'all can believe it or not.
Somebody said I see a guitar.
Okay, nigga. YouTube might ban me, though, for the shit I'm about to put out.
But look, it's all perspective, right? The African didn't see the reptile or the reptilian as evil. The European did. So first off, I don't see no reptilian right there.
I see a slurpy lizardy ass.
Somebody
right there.
said Peaches, go lay down for this one.
Nope.
Somebody said perception is reality, so I'm just going
and
rock
I
with
see it right.
Somebody said go deep,
there.
Peaches. What do you see?
I see the lizard.
You see a straight up lizard.
I see the demon. Okay, let's just cut to the chase. I see the demon. I know that they done found shit in Antarctica too. Yeah, niggas. They done found shit in Antarctica.
Yeah, nigga.
They done found some. Where you think our technology came from? They didn't just think of that shit on their own. Let's give the movie Close Encounters of the Third County.
Of the third county.
Yeah.
Of the third county. Of the third county, nigga. Right outside San
They didn't make that shit up. Steven Spielberg had somebody on the set that was actually there in the 50s when President Eisenhower had the meeting with the niggas. See, I watches nothing but this. I watches nothing.
Oh yes, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord.
High glory.
Woo! Thank you.
And you gonna mix Christianity into this shit?
All the way up in there. I'm going
Hey.
to mix it all in there. Muslims, Christians.
Hey.
I might even have a witch on my show. Bitch, I need to know why you a witch. I'm going to have them all.
Bitch, I want to know why you a witch.
Bitch, why you
That's
a
going to be
witch?
the name of the show.
Why you a
Bitch,
witch,
why
cuz?
you a witch?
Bitch, why you a witch?
Because there's a lot of that going around right now. Sisters are calling themselves witches and brothers around here calling themselves warlocks. Fucking rappers, right, putting baphomets in between their eyes and shit. I want to know why, and we going to talk about it on Friction.
Oh my God. Bitch, why you a witch?
That's going to be the name of the show. You have outlined the name of the show.
Again, I think when there is a lack of information, you know, it causes motherfuckers to trip. Now, let me just say, right, the Bible shit that I'm talking about, I'm just fucking with peaches. I've studied this shit for 35 years. I don't need anybody to remind me of shit that I've already studied. The Nephilim, Anunnaki, the Igigi, the Anakim, the Rephaim. It's all, I've studied it, okay? And sometimes I just want to forget all of the shit that I've studied. But the reality of it is, I mean, I'm listening to Peaches and I like cracking jokes and playing with her. Some of the shit she's saying has some merit, but then other things do not, right? And instead of attacking her, and I like fucking with her, playing with her, and this time we got her to say more about her thoughts and her ideas, and I really think it would be an interesting show. Because you know what it is? Niggas like to correct motherfuckers when they think they wrong.
Oh, they going to be calling me with corrections every day.
Yeah, so listen, I'm letting Peaches have her moment to shine. This is Peaches' conspiracy hour, nigga. Aries Black, hey, he said shout out to Peaches, man. We appreciate it. But you do know the Bible is plagiarized. I know people don't want to hear that, but it is.
That's your opinion.
That's not an opinion. Like, that's fact. The Anunnaki, the people say, oh, it's written on the walls. Yes, and that's where the motherfuckers stole the Bible from. The whole story. Gilgamesh epics, right?
But
the Enuma Elish. The Enuma Elish is the first seven chapters of Genesis. That's the Enuma Elish.
Wait, Gilgamesh, is that the one from the Smurfs?
No, excuse me.
Sumerian.
The Enuma Elish, yes, that's the Sumerians. Enuma Elish, right? That's the first 2 chapters of your Bible. Genesis 2 to 10 is the Gilgamesh epics. Because when you get into Noah's story, that Noah is Utnat Fishtim in the Gilgamesh epics. The same flood, all that. The Bible is plagiarized from a pre-existing culture. And then when you talk about one of the patriarchs of the Bible, who is Abraham, Abraham is from that area. He's Chaldean. Because they talk about Abraham's father in the Bible by the name of Terah. He is a Chaldean. So for people who, you know,
But see,
the Bible is plagiarized. It comes from a pre-existing culture. Like, I can get in your ass with this shit, but I don't want to do that.
but this is what
I want Sarah to have her Peaches to have her motherfucking moment. Tell me some more about the Nephilim.
So this is what I believe.
Reptilian demon you saw on the dollar hugging a nigga.
I believe.
I want to hear that.
I just showed y'all that. Now I can show you the nigga hanging
You
in front
didn't
of.
show me nothing.
Okay, so what I believe is that the Sumerians and the Gilgamesh story stem from the truth of the word, because this is before the Bible.
How could it stem
Because
from?
let me explain.
Stem mean it came from something.
It came from God, because this is before the written word. This is before the written word. So the Egyptians, they had to have something to start the seed to believe, to have the faith to know to listen to Joseph or to listen to Moses when he said, come on, let's roll out. We're going to walk across the ocean. Nobody believed him. If when they got to the end of that water, I know they was like, this nigga about to get us
thousands of years,
killed.
right? You know that
This
when you
is
say
thousands
Joseph
of
and Moses,
years
that's
after.
thousands of years after the
I
internet.
know, but because of that,
Millennia.
but it still was written to foretell the coming of Christ. I believe that.
It was. The Christ.
All the stuff they
the
found.
Christ in the damn Gilgamesh epics and all those, and the Sumerian tales and the Anunnaki, their Christ, they got a couple of them. There's Marduk.
I'm talking about Yeshua. It's only one of them.
There's Marduk. There's Tammuz.
Only Yeshua. That's the one.
They ain't talking about Yeshua in that.
But they were.
No,
they
they
just
weren't.
didn't know his name yet. I'm serious.
Yeshua.
Yeshua.
He was before time. That's like when your mama have a dream about fish.
Yeshua
You know
was a Sumerian.
Here you go. Y'all, but for real, I'll be yes aside. I believe that.
Yeshua.
Suma.
You got people rolling with your pages.
Suma. Oh, it's Yeshua.
I felt it in your back.
Girl, you crazy there.
I'm going to show y'all the hanging nigga on that $20 bill, too.
Oh, shit. Hey.
It's right in front of the White House.
Suma.
That shows you what they think about us in the Constitution.
So you know who the Christ was in the Egyptian, which predates Christian and Bible and all that shit by thousands and thousands of years. Do you know who is Christ?
Jesus.
In the Egyptian story.
Jesus.
Heru, right?
Heru. Come through. Heru.
It all was leading to Jesus.
Oh my
and I believe that.
So he said the mind is a powerful thing. All I'm saying is read a book. The whole shit comes out of ancient Kemet, comes out of ancient Sumeria. And those are, see, oftentimes you get caught up in the nationality of a motherfucker. Those people are the same ethnic group. This is why when they talk about, say, Semitic, like if you look up the word Semitic, it talks about it being a sub-African group. A sub-African group. So black people, African people can't be anti-Semitic because that's your stock. That's where we're from, right? So the shit's just fucking crazy.
Oh, they'll
to me.
say we're anti-Semitic all the time.
Well, yeah. But I'm just saying if you look up the definition of the word, right? That would be self-hating, right? Let's look it up. Define Semitic.
But it's almost like like I said before with the anti-vaxxers. Some of them have the vaccine, but they still, they have the stuff.
Here it is right here.
You know what I'm saying?
Semitic, relating to or denoting a family of languages. Why? Because it comes from I ain't gonna say it. It's in the Bible. They tell you all the names, like Ashur, that produces Ashuric. Ashuric is a root of Arabic. Or Syriac. Syriac, Ashuric, these all create Arabic. But here it is right here. Relating to or denoting a family of languages that include Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic, and certain ancient languages such as Phoenician, same people, and Akkadian. The Phoenicians and the Akkadians came after the Sumerians. The language, constituting the main subgroup of the Afro-Asiatic family. Afro-Negro, Asiatic, East, the Afro-African who went East family, relating to the people who speak Semitic languages, especially Hebrew and Arabic. Hebrew and Arabic are dialects of the same language. Now, if all of those are our stories, say the Bible story, the Egyptian story, the Sumerian story? Could it be that we passed the fucking story on and it just changed form and it's still the same story, just told slightly differently?
Like religion telephone?
Yeah.
But it was supposed to be told over and over until people start believing that the Lord died for them. Till it reaches every corner of
the world.
the earth.
Why is it so funny, though?
I mean, I have blind faith. Sue me. I got blind faith. Oh well. I don't have to know each scripture and all that. I know the scriptures when I hear them. I know when somebody lying to me. I could look it up. I could ask the verse and look it up. But
say it again.
I
know them
blind
when
faith.
I hear them.
Yeah, I know that bullshit when I hear. I know. What did Trump say that time he pulled out the Bible in Corinthians 2? Nigga, if you don't put that Bible down.
Somebody said, I believe peaches because I've witnessed real life shapeshifters.
Oh, I have to.
He laughing.
No, shapeshifters?
I'm
Like
just-
people doing stuff? No,
I'm not laughing at anybody. The shit's just funny to me.
You gonna be out off that
Because
total package and
here's
see a
what I'm saying.
raccoon turn
Here's
into
what I'm
a
saying. I'm not saying I don't not believe it. It's just funny the way you convey it. It's fucking hilarious.
The
'Cause we
Indians talk
believe in
about
Jesus.
shapeshifters all the time. The Indian tribes talk about it. I was like, people don't believe in werewolves and vampires. That shit is real. People induct those spirits into their bodies so they can do this shit.
They induct them.
Yeah, they call these demons into their bodies. Read this book
So
called
you
He
believe
Came
that-
to Set the Captives Free with
You
Dr.
believe in
Rebecca
vampires?
Brown. Yes, I do. I believe there are people that like to drink other people's blood. Do they go around biting necks? No. But there's
So look, you just went from ancient Egypt to goddamn vampires.
they was back then too. Them blood drinkers was back in Egypt.
No,
These
I tell
stories
you,
ain't came from nowhere.
no, my grandmother had a deliverance ministry back home. I told you
A
this
deliverance
before.
from vampires?
No, but it was a church that they had deliverance service. People that was bound by
Demons.
evil spirits, they would come. My grandmother would cast them out.
Mm-hmm.
And as
Your
a kid,
grandmother
I
would
could.
do what?
She would
Cast
cast
the
them out in the
demons
name
out.
of Jesus. I'm totally serious. I have seen people like slither on the ground and like spit up
Slither?
like green venom in a revival service
Like The
before.
Exorcist?
I've totally, and this was my eyes. I've seen people walk on all fours like dogs.
Oh, I believe you that.
And barking
Now, I've
and
seen
stuff.
that before.
I've seen all kind of crazy stuff.
It's not like when you see the Africans on TV late at night doing they casting demons out. You ain't never seen that trip flipping channels, and he be like, "Come out of her now," and the
I don't
lady,
watch that
and they just be spitting regular dry spit at him. It ain't no green shit, but it be
No, it
regular
was great.
dry
It was green
cottonmouth
shit with my
spit.
eyes.
Listen.
I'm not telling nothing that I heard. I seen this.
Listen, I'm not saying none of this shit.
I'm telling you.
I
this is
believe
it.
you, Sarah. I'm just
Listen,
playing.
I'm not saying none of this shit ain't true. All I'm saying is, show me. Not to say that even if I don't have any proof directly, that it's not true. Like, I can't say that you didn't have that experience.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have a werewolf on my show.
You-
Hey,
What did that
I'm
come
gonna-
Go away!
Yeah, I'm gonna have the howling on my show. I know somebody who think they a werewolf. It's a comedian, but he said that he can't come out on certain days because he believe he hurt people. He said he believe he a werewolf. That nigga
Michael
from
J.
Europe
Fox.
too. I'm gonna have him come on my show and talk and just look at him while he
I'm not
talking.
like other guys.
He think I'm playing.
why I like you. Go away!
Damn.
Listen, all I'm saying is, and I think it's important,
That nigga said he rebuked my overbite. Nigga, this overbite cost $7,000. Fuck you.
Boom.
who said that?
I don't know his name. Oh, Joseph James.
Why you have to respond? See,
Because that was funny, so I had to respond. He said, I rebuke your overbite. So that's why I did it. That was funny, don't lie. I rebuke you.
So we let Peaches just go on this weird ass Twilight Zone. You to pay a werewolf. What?
Huh?
Eddie, you probably need to write. Like, you need to go back.
Eddie,
and,
don't do that, Eddie,
this
man.
whole
Come
thing
on,
is
man.
off, dog.
Come on, bruh.
Damn, and it seemed like it was supposed to be a joke, but shit. Yeah, well.
Yeah, that joke just fell like 1,000
I mean, the
feet.
words aren't even together. Like, what the fuck?
He was
I'm
laughing
with
real
Dwayne.
hard when he typed it. That's why.
Somebody said, I'm going to need some weed
Yeah,
after
me
this.
too, Dwayne.
You said
You and
fat
me both.
fingering. Sorry. Yeah.
No, but people don't believe in a lot of stuff that's real, and I didn't either until I started experiencing different things, like what we was talking about last week about sleep paralysis. That happens all the time
First
to
off,
believers.
I told you it was sleep paralysis.
I called it sleep apnea.
You
I
said it was
remember- I
sleep
meant
apnea,
paralysis.
and then you
I
said
meant
sleep
paralysis.
apnea was a demon.
It is in a way, though. It's a demon spirit keeping them
This
from
nigga
breathing.
said sleep
trying to kill
apnea
people
is a
in their
demon.
It's trying to kill them in their sleep. But the paralysis is some real shit.
It is. I've had that before too.
That motherfucker.
Even
But
though-
sometimes it happens when I'm on the couch. I sleep on the couch, and maybe you get. Okay, never mind. Okay.
You sleep on the couch or
Wait.
what?
Keep
no,
going,
sometimes
nigga.
Sometimes it happens to me when I sleep on the couch.
Why is
What
it the
happens
couch?
to you when you
I
sleep on
don't
the
know.
couch?
I can't.
In your bed, it
slow
don't
down.
happen?
Wait, slow down. What happens to you when you sleep on the couch?
I get the little sleep paralysis. It's like, cause I can. It's like
Maybe you on a nerve.
I.
And if
No, it's like I can hear everything. I can't move, but it's like I think if I breathe, take a deep breath, and say Jesus, and I wake up. A lot of times that happens, and I'd be okay.
But you're in are you in REM sleep or are you?
how would she know?
I don't know.
See, it happens to me because I'm one of them people who could change my dreams. Like if I don't, okay, whatever.
Keep going, no, please. It's just cause you funny, nigga. I'm
I'm
not
one of them people. Fuck you. I'm one of them people that can switch reels in my. I can go to the bathroom, come back, lay down, and go right back where I was in the dream. That's
So
just,
you can put your dreams on pause.
basically, I can. I have been able to do this since I was a little girl. And I have been able to fly in my sleep since I was a little girl. I fly in my dreams a lot.
So
I do. I fly. I have a lot of flying dreams and a lot of dreams where I swim with whales and things like that. Like big ass killer whales, we just be rolling in the water, chilling. So I be a pilot fish on the whale a lot. And I look up a lot of stuff, dream meanings. But with sleep paralysis,
I believe you though. This shit is like, y'all. I'm laughing because it's Peaches. If anybody else was telling me this, I have a straight face. But it's Peaches, my nigga. This shit be funny.
so
But I believe her.
I had a dream. Whenever I have sleep paralysis, it's usually
Somebody
because
said
I have
she got TiVo in her dreams.
It's
This
usually
nigga poses in her dreams like TiVo.
it's usually because I gave ground to something in my life, like that I'm
Right.
not supposed to be doing,
Dreams are very powerful.
or something that's going on in my life. But I'm one of the people that have dreams about, like I could dream about your new apartment before you move in it and tell you what it looked like. I can tell you what your new place gonna look like before you even move into it, and you'll move in and be like, "That this creepy bitch know how my shit look," because I had a dream about it. But I'm one of those people. But the only time the experiences I've had with sleep paralysis is usually when I am in the deepest part of my sleep right before I wake up.
No, the dream shit is real.
It always happens in the deepest part of my sleep right before I wake up out of my sleep.
That's what this shaman told me. He said, the dream world is the real world, and this world is the fake world. So I believe you when you say,
I could pause my dreams.
Well, I don't know about the TiVo dreaming, but the dream, like the TiVo dreaming is different. Let me get up and get some orange juice and some crackers or something. I need to put something on my stomach, and then I'm gonna go back down and go back to sleep, and then.
No, it has to be like within a 3 to 5 minute span. If it's anything other than that, no. But usually I am in a state to where I see myself sleeping.
Yes.
When that happens.
Now that happens, yeah.
Because I moved into my apartment in Koreatown, and I'll never forget, it was a really old building, one of them Art Deco, old ass buildings. Mm-hmm. But I could feel the presences in the building when I walked. The
presences?
Yeah, it was a lot of them. When I walked into the building, I could feel the energy of the building. And I said, okay, a lot of people probably died in here. But I didn't pay no attention to it.
Hey, I believe you psychic.
Somewhat.
You don't like that word?
I think she's prophetic.
That's a demonic word.
She's prophetic.
Thank you, sir.
No, I've had prophetic. I think prophetic
neither one of you niggas.
No, when I have crazy dreams, I go. Daddy know my crazy dreams. I do.
And who in turn? I'm like the dream interpreter, Joseph. Yeah,
Joseph.
Who was in your dream?
No, Daniel was a dream interpreter.
Well, I'm like
Joseph was
Daniel.
Huh?
You talking about Daniel from the Bible?
Yeah, that's how I am with dreams. I know how to.
Yeah. With Shadrach, Meshach,
and Abednego.
But for real though, when you have certain when you have a certain connection to people, and you don't even know you have this connection. Like my ex used to tell on himself in his dreams to me. Like the next day, I would tell him. You sat with me on the moon last night and told me about the girl's name, and I would say the right name. He'd be like looking at me. He'd be like, "What the fuck wrong with you, old weirdo?" You know.
Let me ask this question. Let's go back, because we know dreams are very powerful, and we know that dreams might represent a reality that's even realer than the one we currently exist in during our waking time. Why in the fuck do Christians, because it be y'all.
Okay.
Why y'all gangbang on the word psychic in favor of another word like prophetic or?
Because psychic implies physics.
Physics just means physical.
Yeah, and to me, psychics, it depends on what I just don't like that word because it's like a soothsayer.
Psyche has to do with the mind. Physics has to do with the physical reality.
But it's more like premonitions that I would
Y'all
have.
niggas don't even be knowing what the word means
Or
and then say it's
dream.
demonic. That's all I'm saying.
Saw the devil.
But it seemed like with a lot of demonic things to me is when you got too much equipment. You got the tarot cards. You got the
they pulling out them cards.
I'm like, why you
all
need all this
doorways.
equipment?
You got too much equipment, nigga. You doing something wrong.
But you know what? I didn't experience sleep paralysis until I stopped fucking with that type of stuff.
Wait, why was you fucking with it anyway?
Because
if
I was
Jesus is your answer.
Because I was curious.
Then you was curious?
I was curious
If
about
you cheat on Jesus, you'll cheat on your man.
Oh, and I have repented. I have repented for all the shit I did with looking at tarot cards and letting people give me readings. I used to work at the psychic hotline.
Oh, shit.
I used to do their payroll. Them bitches used to give me readings all the time. They little Ouija board readings. One time this bitch, I asked her, was I going to get this apartment? She barely touched my finger. Said, put your finger here. Put your hand here on. I put it on top of her thirsty 2-ounce drink. And she barely put a finger on. Her name was Holmesdale. I never forget. I said, don't fucking touch me. She was like, the answer's yes. I felt that fucking demon spirit on my fucking hand. And I had to repent all night. Because
you gotta repent one time. Why you gotta repent the whole night?
You can't have that shit.
Just in case God didn't hear me, let me do it again.
Right.
Let me double up on my repentance.
Man, just in case. Just in case my heart wasn't pure enough would have did it the first time.
What the fuck? Don't you see the folly in all of... I'm just saying, you guys take exceptions to words that you don't fully understand. Psychic, psyche, that's mind shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
physics, the physical world. You guys don't like the word psychic because it denotes some kind of connection you niggas just put together.
I don't like the artwork
You
in
know
their
what?
shop.
A psychic is a witch.
I don't like the artwork in their window, the little hand and stuff.
Oh, the artwork, the little Hindu shit in the windows.
Somebody said religion is stunting your abilities, Donnie. You have
But
some,
I'm not
You have some
religious.
power. Yeah, you are.
I'm not a Christian. Y'all keep calling me that. I'm a believer. It's a difference. A Christian is out there, they out there sucking little boys' pee-pees in the choir
no.
and shit. They doing that preacher shit, that priest stuff.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, what was his name? Eddie Long with the biker shorts on? Niggas like that. Shit. That's who be in the churches.
Hey, Peaches is a
I
star.
don't-
Y'all better
I
hit her
don't-
cash out.
I don't even go to church. I'm a believer. I don't go to church. I stopped going to church when the pastor put on a robe like James Brown one day when I asked him a question like he was so important, couldn't talk to me. And the nigga didn't even realize he had frogs with coins in their mouth in front of the church. I'm like, you got talismans and fucking shit in front of your church. That was the last time I went to church.
So wait a minute.
But you want to act like you just so holy, nigga.
But isn't wearing a cross the same thing as wearing a talisman?
I don't wear
fool with it.
crosses because that's
My mom, yeah.
why would you wear a cross that killed Jesus? Jesus came off the cross. They took him down that day. So I don't know
yeah.
why people wear crosses.
I
My
love it.
grandfather say he got up.
Yeah,
He ain't on there. He is not here. He is risen.
So y'all should be wearing the little cave he was buried.
no, a little stone
A little
cave.
stone.
No,
like
in order, but
the
I
stone the angel rolled back. Y'all
No.
should put that
think
on
the
jacket.
biggest representation you can have or
two
symbolism
fish.
of your life of God is actually living a life after Him. I think it's more actions than symbols. That's
So that
me.
means y'all got
Yeah,
you got
Lord.
San Antonio.
Yeah, okay, here we go. we go.
When you get down to San Antonio, you got to feed 5,000 people. We got 2 pieces of bread, 2 pieces of fish, and 5 loaves of bread for you. We got
Can't
4.
live how he lived. We
Wait a minute, that's what she just.
I don't agree
We got to
with
get
that.
down there. We got there's people down in
I believe we supposed to live our best Christ life.
That's what I'm saying.
What is that?
That's what I'm
That
saying.
is being repentive because
repentive.
we need to repent when you know you wrong. You need to repent.
Okay.
And that means go in your prayer closet and not a literal closet. That just means pray by yourself
My mama
when
prayed in the
nobody
closet.
around. She was different. Now, your mom was like Carrie's mom. All up in the closet with it.
Oh my God.
Go in your prayer closet, Carrie Ann.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
No, you gotta do it. That just means by your. See, your mom was one of them people that took it to the extreme. She
all gonna laugh
probably
at
would have
you.
ran over the rattlesnakes if they asked her to.
What?
No,
No,
there's
she wasn't
churches
like
out
that.
there
She was a
that
lot
do
like
that.
you, though.
Okay, there are churches out there where they ask you to run over rattlesnakes to prove your love for the Lord.
Somebody said this witch put a root on me, and I had a car accident the next day. Well, listen.
There's some witches out there now.
Yeah.
Let me say, can't nobody hurt you without your consent, number one. And you must have did something, because the universe is just not finna slap you upside the head for nothing. That's not how it works.
Yeah, that was karma for something
You did some fuck shit. Can you talk about first? Let's not talk about what the witch did to you. Let's talk about what you did to the witch that made her do something to you. Because if she did something to you and that shit acted within 24 hours of her doing whatever she did, you must have done something. Now, can we speak, brother, about what you did to the witch? Were you dating the witch? Did you cheat on a witch? First off, did you beat a witch? See, there's some things that happen that we are unaware of in your relationship with said witch. Can you tell us what you did? We'll wait.
Right, what did you do? Because inquiring minds want to know.
Because that car accident happened in 24 hours. Nigga. What did you do?
He pushed her down and slammed the door.
Bitch, get out of here with all the motherfucking candles and beads and shit, nigga.
He ate all her kids' snacks.
Okay, Nick.
I mean,
He ate
witches
all
aren't
the
out
kids'
here like
snacks.
with name
Oh,
badges.
he said I didn't want to mess with a married woman.
Oh, no.
But I don't think.
That's why you had the accident.
No, I think it's more to it. Because he's still trying to be noble here.
He might have smashed the married
He
woman
did
and then decided he didn't want to go there after he hit. Thus, he hit a car.
You can't just be in an accident, dog. Ain't no accidents in the universe.
Look, he smashed, then he left. And he was like, girl, we can't do this. I feel bad.
He
You
did
married.
something, yeah.
Then he got into a smash with a car because he shouldn't have smashed the married woman.
Oh, now that's
Conspiracy
some
theories.
logic. That's something.
Coming soon.
Friction.
You did
Call it.
something.
Oh,
nigga.
wow.
You ain't finna tell us you didn't do nothing. And then on top of not doing nothing, you was noble.
He said I did, but I found out.
I knew it. I knew you hit.
Got
I
him.
knew you hit.
Got him. Accident, nigga. Oh, you wanna
I knew
wanna
you
hit
hit it.
and dip, nigga? Well, I'm finna dip this frog leg.
Right. I knew he hit it. Sarah White, Michael Jackson.
No, that's my favorite Michael Jackson picture.
This
Cause like he's
motherfucker
saying,
in here
Jordan.
lying about who hexed him, nigga. You
Right.
got a hex you earned.
He
nigga.
said she put a root on him. No,
You
she put
earned that root,
The
nigga.
root was the good coochie she put on you that you couldn't have no more of because her husband gonna know that shit was, he gonna hit it and be like, somebody been here.
This nigga tried to lie through text. He typed it. This is his type right here. And then, whatever it was.
I knew he had to smash though,
She put a
because
root
no
on CNN.
car
Hey, y'all,
accidents
look at his
happen
words.
just like
This is how his
that.
words came up. Look. Look at the chat. Look what I typed. Nigga, we knew it was some fuck shit as soon as we read the script. Look at this shit right here.
Oh my God.
Stop lying, nigga. Don't
Right. If you
try to
gonna
play
tell
the
the
victim
truth, tell
role.
the whole truth.
All right,
Tell
man.
the
This
whole
was an
truth, nothing
amazing
but the
show.
truth.
I had
This
fun.
is hilarious.
Y'all motherfuckers was stupid as hell.
I'm just serious.
No, Peaches shared some good information tonight. I love it. I love it. And I like to play devil's advocate. I like to play stupid. Like, I don't know.
Oh, I know you knew. That's why I kept talking.
One of my favorite movies.
Somebody. One of your favorite movies is what?
Devil's Advocate.
Devil's Advocate. Great
Yeah.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it was a good movie.
Y'all niggas better get used to watching these movies over and over again.
Do you think we're gonna be back in the house again?
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
I just think it.
I have that feeling too.
It
that-
don't mean it's gonna happen.
But look, I had a dream. Here I go. I had a dream that there were these booths set up all over town. But it's like you had to go through zones to get into this certain section. And you had to show like some kind of pass. to
Your
get
freedom
through it.
papers.
Yeah, it was something like that. I don't remember the dream exactly, but it was similar to that.
But your consciousness contains whatever has been put in it, and you've been conditioned. Of course. I mean, if you're a Christian, I ain't no Christian, I'm spiritual, okay.
I'm
but
a
if
believer.
you've been exposed to Christianity and even Islam, you're going to believe in the end of the world. Muslims believe in the end of the world. They believe in all of that.
Atheists believe in the end of the world.
If you ask a Muslim, he will tell you he's waiting for Jesus to come back.
Yep, a real Muslim will.
What?
I mean, I'm saying a real Muslim, not all these cults that are out there. I don't want to diss nobody, so I ain't going to say no names, but they are in abundance in a nation of people. So
In a nation of people.
I'm just saying, you know, it's a lot
Don't
of
do
cults.
that.
It's a lot of cults out there, Kanye. He got a cult too.
Don't do that. Now, come on.
It's my opinion.
Muslims
I say real.
Muslims believe that Jesus is returning. If you ask a Muslim, he believes that. They believe in the day of standing.
Mm-hmm.
They believe in the day of rising. Yawmul Qiyamah. Yamul Akhri, they believe in the last day.
And with ISIS.
And they believe that El Messiah, right, the Messiah,
yeah.
Isa ibn Maryam, Isa, Jesus, ibn, son of Mary, will return.
Did you know?
So people who are programmed with those kind of beliefs will have dreams about checkpoints.
I've had a dream of judgment. I had a dream about the judgment day.
Was it in a court?
No.
Was the court white?
Nope. It was like, you know that movie Truman Show?
Yeah.
Where it was like an episode of the Twilight Zone.
It was a hologram.
We were driving around on the ground, but it was like they were really, really, like it was like some kind of stadium in the sky, and this thing, it was like an albino angel type of thing with gold writing coming out his head like that.
You mean like Tilt?
It was
Stargate.
similar to that. Similar.
Was he blinking a lot? A lot of albinos blink.
Similar like that, except no, he wasn't an albino. He just had it to the naked eye. He probably would have looked like an alien or something. But then he looked at me. He looked at me with the most beautiful smile and said, "Shh, you're next."
Oh Lord.
And I was like, okay. And I was just driving around like, ooh, I remember when
Wait,
I was
were
sitting
you
there.
driving a golf cart or your car in
I was
heaven?
driving some kind of vehicle, and I was just driving around like, y'all, you next. They said we next. No, they said you next.
Were you in heaven's DMV? Like, what was it?
No, I was on Earth. I was on Earth, and it was like the heavens had opened up, like the firmament just opened up like the Astrodome.
The firmament?
Yeah, the thing we live in. It went zzz, like an Astrodome.
Wait a minute, we live in the firmament?
Oh yeah, she flat earther too. Peach's show gonna be fire. Peach's show is gonna be fire.
He
bro.
know I'm a flat earther. If he didn't, he do now. Yes, I'm a flat earther.
Oh,
But Peaches be having like knowledge on the back end. Okay.
I had to showcase Peaches tonight. It's Peaches uncensored tonight.
See, it's
motherfucker.
other people that's flat earthers in here too.
Only one motherfucker said me too.
They just scared.
It's other people. It's one person said.
I'm with you. The earth is but for real, all bullshit aside, the Bible says we live inside the firmament. And that's why I know we haven't been to outer space. They're fucking liars.
Okay, so what language? Right? Because firmament is English.
Yeah,
Okay,
they speak firmament.
What is the Hebrew word for firmament, and what does that mean?
I don't know the Hebrew word for
So
firmament.
you can't just say definitively it's something when you ain't uncovered all of it.
We live in the ice dome. I don't care
The
what.
Bible say firmament, my nigga.
What other language? It's a ice. We
in a firmament, nigga.
We are inside the waters with inside the waters in the dome with inside the water. All outer space is fucking water.
I'm telling you, firmament. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna end mine, nigga.
I'ma
and
end
I'm gonna
mine,
leave the firmament, nigga. I'm finna get up out the firmament, my dog. Come on, girl. You got to know.
We're inside the dome, the astrodome,
Okay, let me
the
just say
firmament.
this. If
What's
you-
the Hebrew
Let me
word?
just say, if you speak to me directly, and everything you say to me, I translate it to my perspective, and then I say it back to you, and it sounds nothing like what the fuck you told me.
Okay, so
So that
the
means,
firmament we live in.
let me just say, if I'm doing that to you, right? I do it all the time on the show just for shits and giggles. But if I'm doing that, right?
Right.
Then I'm purposely misinterpreting what you mean because I'm misinterpreting it. I'm interpreting it. I'm
Okay.
actually changing it. So, not all words, right? In the ancient Hebrew, Aramaic, because the Hebrew we fuck with today is rabbinical Hebrew. That's modern Hebrew with vowels and all of that shit. The original version didn't have any vowels.
Yeah, no. So what is it called?
All I'm saying is, if shit can be lost in translation, whatever a particular word was before, and then it got translated, and something was lost in translation about it, we can't definitively say this is what that word means.
Well, the first person could have said mass, and then the next person translated it into their language and could have said the rock dome. I mean, it could have just went on and on and on.
That's what I'm saying.
It came to firmament. To me, it's firmament. So no matter what your smart ass say and how much you
and this is what's wrong with black women
I don't give a fuck
today.
how much you think
She
you know.
know the nigga smart. She know I'm presenting some shit that challenges what the fuck she believes. But instead of saying, fuck that belief, let me go do some research because this nigga just gave me a bar. Fuck him and his so-called smart ass. I believe in a firmament, cuz, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna end mine on the firmament.
Yeah, on firmament, my nigga. On the
It's on firmament, dog.
Okay.
On God and on firmament.
Because for real though, you know it.
On God and on firmament, nigga. Just come on.
Donnie, you ain't gonna change Donnie's mind because she is, and that's what everybody should be. You should have a belief, whatever you believe in, stick to it.
Yep.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
no. To you, okay.
No.
You stick to it till the wheels fall
No,
off.
you're supposed to grow up.
I have grown up. I know God is real. I know what I know. I know we live in the firmament.
Nobody said
And
God
ain't
wasn't
nobody
real.
been into outer space. We can only go into so many heavens. Do you know how many layers to this shit there is before we get to the top dome?
Wait, do you know how many layers?
7.
Really? There's 7.
It's gonna be deep on Christian. That's all I got to say.
I'm just saying.
Fact check my shit.
No, I'm
Y'all
asking
ain't
you.
been to outer space. Watch the space landing. That shit was the biggest show I ever
Somebody
seen.
said your mind is supposed to evolve. Shaking my head. It's true. You're supposed
And my
to.
mind did evolve. It evolved to know that the Bible is telling the truth. After I learned all I learned, and I've read all I
What
read.
did you learn?
I learned.
The B.I.B.L.E.
All I know is
is
firmament
just a
on
book
mine.
Oh my, for real.
Firmament on
God
mine.
is real. The firmament is real. The earth is flat. You can see that shit when you fly. Ain't no curves, no damn where. We see a curve somewhere sometime.
All I know is it's firmament on mine. That's all I know.
That's all I got.
I don't need to know nothing else.
They
They
send-
firmament over here.
That's why why you think them people blew up in that aircraft in 86?
They blew up within our atmosphere.
Yeah, they blew up within our atmosphere. They can't go outside our atmosphere. They have proven that they cannot.
Okay. There's something called escape velocity.
But what's that?
And
Escaping fast.
It's a what?
Escape velocity, escaping fast. Is it a trajectory to it? I
Listen,
mean,
do
what-
you know, whenever we get on this shit, I fucking love you, man. Because you just go. Like,
I get wild.
she just
But I'm telling the truth to me.
I love it.
He said, I'm telling the truth to me. I love it. I love it.
You ain't gonna get no motherfucking argument from me. Keep speaking, Yoba. Escape velocity in astronomy and space exploration. The velocity that is sufficient for a body to escape from the gravitational center of attraction without undergoing any further acceleration. What it means is you gotta build up enough speed and enough force
Like
to
a bull.
break away from Earth's gravitational pull. This is why typically when spacecraft go up, they use one set of burners to reach a certain height. Then they
switch it.
use booster burners. Those initial burners fall off, and then a booster burner helps them further accelerate to reach a certain velocity to escape Earth's gravitational pull. Now, that's called escape velocity.
And they haven't escaped. So I don't know what NASA's the biggest crock of shit I ever seen in my life.
But I always
Tell us more about your NASA stories, nigga.
It's the biggest crock of shit.
It's firmament on mine, nigga. It's all flat up there.
That's why they always in the water practicing going into outer space, because outer space ain't nothing but water. That fucking gravity.
Wait,
on
outer
the moon.
space is water?
Yes.
I got a question.
So, if outer space is water,
This nigga here.
is our atmosphere, right?
Within the firmament
saying-
or without it? Because the water
Whatever the sky is.
Okay,
If that
that's
atmosphere,
water, yeah.
is that like a bubble which keeps the water that is space out?
Yes. That's why when God made the earth, he divided the waters from the waters with firmament.
I got a question though.
It sound like something. Sound like firmament.
Shut up. I got a question though. If we didn't go into space until this, last century or whatever, how do we know it took what it took to get out of the gravitational pull?
Because we ain't been no damn where. They just trying.
Yeah, how do you know?
What was the question?
How did we know what to manufacture in order to escape the
To go outer
gravitational
space?
pull if we've never been there before? How do you test something you haven't even reached?
So
That demon in Antarctica told.
so physics has
Because I don't know.
it has different branches, right? So there is a branch, let's see, cosmology, right? In cosmology, the science of the origin and development of the universe. Modern astronomy is dominated by the Big Bang theory, which brings together observational astronomy and particle physics. Now, what they do is study the strength of the gravitational pull on Earth. They calculate using math. Most scientists, especially physicists, have to be pretty adept in math. Math, not just regular math, like fourth dimensional, right, mathematics, like high level of mathematics. So it's not some basic shit, right, that you can just.
They use the black women to do the math to get the trajectory
Like
to
with
go.
the sisters. So you have to calculate this shit in order to be able to do it.
I know, but I'm talking about
So
how do
a
you
lot
know
of
what it's made
mathematicians
of?
and a lot of
Yeah,
cosmologists.
they ain't sent up no testers before that. Russia claimed to have did it before. It's all.
Talking about with the monkey?
Yeah, and they had a shadow.
So when you say tester,
I'm gonna send you the video of the actual fake footage.
somebody said gravity is a belief.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll jump out a window, nigga.
Okay, yeah, that gravity is like that's
Huh?
that's something for real though. But the
Oh, he crouching tiger.
If gravity
he
is a
dragging-
belief, my nigga, have faith.
It run
and
real
jump out a
fast in the air.
Have faith that gravity is a belief and go jump out a window. First,
He gonna crouch
I don't
and
want you
tiger
to jump
it
out
up.
of a first story window, nigga.
Yeah, you gotta
I
go
want you
10.
to have faith in your belief that gravity is a belief. And I want you to go to the top of the highest building in your city and jump off. Don't do that. Because I know some of these niggas think they Doctor Strange in this bitch.
but what I'm saying is even if you have telescopes or whatever that can see out of the Earth's atmosphere and stuff like that, just because I can see you don't know I know how you feel. You know what I'm saying? The texture of you and how you touch. So how do you even know if outer space is space out there, how you're able to navigate it?
Shit.
How you able to navigate it? I'm just curious.
No, and great question, Sarah, because this nigga here ain't gonna ask no great questions. She just gonna say it's a reptilian demon that did it.
No, I'm gonna say they lied and they did a sound stage in the middle of somewhere, and they had a good director.
So it was Einstein who first postulated, speculated, intimated, right, that black holes existed. They say gravity is a belief. Well, gravity was warping space-time. And they were saying, or Einstein was saying, what the fuck could be so strong that the fabric of space and time and light would warp around a particular area of space? So he postulated that black holes existed. Well, motherfuckers didn't find out that black holes existed, I think, until last year. Was it last year or this year? They finally got their first picture of one. So it was Einstein's ability to use math to calculate this.
If they could take a picture of these black holes, how come we don't have a real picture of the Earth we are on? You can take a picture out of the atmosphere of all these supposed black and these
so let me ask that
all
question.
these beautiful stars and smoky
let me ask
shit
that
artists painted for NASA.
Let me ask that question, because most cameras that they use to take these long distance pictures, say like the Hubble or something like that, it's not a picture like what we're accustomed to, right? It's typically using dark light. What is dark light? Dark light is the part of the bandwidth of light that is imperceptible to our eyes. We can't see. So X-rays, gamma rays, ultraviolet rays. So they're actually taking pictures, right, of heat signatures, and then later they will use CGI to fill it in.
CGI.
Right? But the first thing they do is take a heat signature. It's almost, that's all they can pick up. And then you have to remember, through our atmosphere, there's layers. This is why sometimes when they take these pictures, they got to wait till certain times in the day, because the atmosphere that we have also blocks the lens in terms of what it can see.
It still don't say they took a picture of the Earth. They took a picture of everything else.
Well, the
Why
pictures
you
that
ain't got a
I've
real
seen
picture
of
of
the
the
Earth, let's just pull up some pictures of Earth, Sarah.
It's going to be painted CGI pictures.
All of them? Let's
All
see.
of them. You show me a picture of the Earth with the
I'm not
firmament
saying-
on it, and then
listen,
I believe it.
I'm not saying that you are wrong. I'm saying let's pull up some pictures, right? Real pictures of Earth. I
have a hard time believing that we have this information, all this information about space, and there's still parts of the ocean that's not even discovered there. You know what I'm saying?
I think what I'm trying
They
to
can't
say.
go to the depth of the ocean, because if they do, they'll be in outer space. You ever watch
Okay, so look, I got to stop this shit.
You ever watch Fantasia with Mickey Mouse and the whales was in outer space? Message.
See, I got to stop this crazy shit. Because this is what I'm trying to say.
Y'all feel me on that shit.
This is what I'm trying to say right the fuck now. I don't know what the fuck is real and what ain't real. But what I ain't gonna do is definitively say some shit is real that I haven't experienced directly. So you can say, oh yeah, them pictures is CGI, and there ain't no black hole, and yeah, they niggas making up shit. Okay, motherfucker, they could be making up shit, and I don't know if it's real or not. But I ain't finna say.
Man has been
These
trying to
niggas,
play God
wait,
since
hold
the
on.
beginning
These
of
niggas,
time.
no, you done said enough crazy shit today. Wait a minute. These niggas ain't gonna go to the center of the earth because it'll be out of space. Listen now.
They can't go to the bottom of the ocean because they'll be in outer
Somebody
space.
said she fucked us all up with that. Nigga, this motherfucker describing Asgard, nigga. I done let the show go on too long. I got to go now. We got to go. Fuck that.
They'll be in Middle Earth. Gotta go. They can't go because they'll be in Middle Earth.
Yeah, nigga, we'll be in the Shire now, right? This motherfucker, man.
This motherfucker done went crazy. Then the motherfucker on
No,
TV.
but all bullshit aside, they can't go to the depths of the ocean because they'll be in outer space.
No, but that's
real.
but I've always wondered how we can have something to go out of space, but you can't have anything to go to the end of the
Somebody
end
said
of
you
the
need
bottom
to
of
watch
the ocean.
Bill Nye the
Message.
Science Guy.
That nigga's dumb as hell. Bill Nye don't know. He just science is science, but reality is reality, and the Earth is flat. That's the reality.
Science is science.
But reality is reality.
But reality-
The Earth is flat as this damn table. It looked like a cake dish, actually. It's more like a oval
Ooh, a lemon cake dish? I like lemon
Nigga,
cake.
not a lemon
Oh,
cake
sorry.
dish.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey man, I let this shit go on. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's got a pillar at the bottom, like kind of like a
I'm
cake.
sorry, my niggas. Hey, some of it was entertaining and funny. Then we can't go to the ocean because we'll be in outer space.
Somebody said she broke you. She finally broke you,
I
so.
said, what the fuck? What in the hell is going on? Hey, listen, y'all support my girls for coming up here. Please hit
Love
Johnny
y'all.
Keefe's Cash App. Y'all show her love. This shit was absolutely hysterical. I love it when she
And
come
I'm
up here.
serious to the motherfucker.
I know
That's
she
the
is.
funny
Yep.
part.
Also, please support Sarah.
Oh, thank
You know, Sarah's birthday was on the 3rd.
Yeah, we about to go have some margaritas
Y'all
for
please
her
support
birthday.
Sarah. And also, listen, man, y'all need to get down with my Come to Mises Masterclass. And you also need to pre-order your copy of the Shrouded Lighthouse. If you haven't already, I think you should do it. I've been reading it. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna be amazing. TheShroudedLighthouse.com. Can we get 5 people to order that book right now? And can we get 5 people to sign up to come to Mises.com? Please understand, Come to Mises has a discount code that will facilitate 70% off. Just go to my website, ComeToMises.com, and put in the discount code ZoLive21. We need 5 people to come to Mises, and we need 5 people to purchase the Shrouded Lighthouse. Make this a powerful show for us. I know it was a powerful show for you. You laughed, you cried, you fucking acted a fool with us. Please show your love and appreciation for what we do. We appreciate you guys for chiming in and sharing your thoughts. All the people who hit the super chat button on the chat room, we appreciate that. Anybody who shared with our Cash Apps, we thank you for that as well. This was an amazing show.
Loved it.
We gotta cut motherfucking Peaches loose more often. This motherfucker went crazy. You gonna go to outer space, nigga, and now then you gonna find the firmament, nigga.
And that's on firmament.
That's
right?
on firmament, nigga.
That's on firmament.
For real, though.
Oh, that's gonna be
Love
the new
y'all.
shit. That's on firmament.
That's on firmament, my nigga.
Leave us.
Leave us. Take them to the firmament.
Take them now.
You shall not pass.
Okay.
All right, y'all. We love y'all. Deuces.
Love y'all. And she gonna show Gandalf.